What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN.Figures, Figures in Your House. And for this tour review, we're gonna look at the 2017 It movie action figure, Pennywise by NECA. And I'm so glad that I finally got this figure. I've been wanting him since last year because that was the time that this figure and also the Pennywise from the 1990s was out in that time. I really like the box of the figure. Look at it. And this side and this side has the exact same picture. There's a face of Pennywise and the name of the movie, It. In the back side of the box, there's a lot of pictures of the figure. And again, you see the name of the movie, It. And you can see the figure inside his window box with all the accessories and also another picture of the figure. I'm glad that I got this guy, and I got it at Alternate Universe. And I would give a thanks to Chris, that guy from the comic book shop, for holding this figure for me. He even put my name. So thank you so much, Chris. You're the best, and also your shop is the best too. I'm so happy to get this guy. Alright, so there's nothing in the bottom side. On the top side, just the name of the movie again and the balloon of Pennywise. So enough chatting. Let's open this figure up. And before I start this review, I want to give a shout out to Gabriel Vision. And that guy was so kind for subscribing to my channel. So I'm going to repay him back by giving him a shout out. So please check out his channel. I'm going to leave the link to one of his videos so you guys can check it out. Alright, so now let's take Pennywise out of his box. And there's Pennywise out of his box. He looks so freaking cool and not scary. Because there are some people are afraid of this clown, and even my oldest brother, he's afraid of Pennywise from the 1990s, and from there on, he was afraid of clowns. But this guy doesn't scare me at all. And I do love the detail on his clothes, the paint apps. His articulation is very good as well, but I did have a small problem, and that is the balloon. I had problems with the balloon, including the other hand. It was for the balloon to hold it, this hand. And also, it was hard to put it on his wrist. It doesn't even stick, so I just put his normal hand back, and it just tingled this. I just tingled this balloon around his hand. Man, this figure is so freaking good, and I like it. NECA done a very good job with this figure. I like it so much. And I know that the movie It Chapter 2 is out on theaters, but first I need to see the first one, and then I'm going to see the second one. And the first one is selling around in Target, so I'm going to buy it there. And I don't give a damn how the movie is. Like, I know that movie is rated R, so I don't give a damn about that. I just want to see the movie so I can see Chapter 2. I really love this figure a lot. So NECA, you've done another amazing job with this figure. And I like it. Alright, so now let's get on with his accessories. And here are the accessories the figure comes with. You can see that he comes with 2 extra heads, the little paper boat of Georgie, a pair of hands, and the balloon. So I'm going to talk about this one first because this one looks kind of scary, but it's not scary for me because I'm not afraid of Pennywise. So I do like the detail they added for his mouth. Look at those teeth coming out. He looks like like a piranha, because look at those teeth. They sculpted very good. I do like the paint apps in here. In each face, it has this red line around it. And nice color they added for the eyes. And it's a little bit detail around his forehead. And the sculpting on his hair is very good. So I do like the detail how it came out for this face. And here's the other one, but I cannot tell which face he's doing here. But as for me, that is like the normal face, and it also has some little bit detail around the forehead, and same hair sculpt and also paint sculpt around his hair. I do like this one because this one's like much scarier, but I'm not afraid of this clown. Now here's the paper boat of Georgie. It even says there it's Georgie, and it feels a little. It feels like I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like rubber, something. I don't know what kind of material they use for this boat, but I do like the boat, how it came out. And here's the hands, and this one doesn't really stick on the wrist, and even that doesn't even fit on the balloon. I don't know why they added this hole. I tried to put it on, but it couldn't even fit. Every time I have the balloon on, the hand falls out. So I don't like this piece. And here's another open hand. All very gray or white. I think it's gray, but I do like the paint that's on the hand. And here's the balloon. And this is the problem that I had, because when I tried to put it on this hand, and look what happened. I kind of damaged it on the bottom. And I try to put it however I can, but every time I put this hand with the balloon on the wrist, it just falls out. So as for me, that this accessory didn't come out very good. And you can see there's a little bit of detail here. And do you hear that? I don't know what kind of type of material they use for the balloon. Sounds a little bit hard, but this balloon on the bottom, you can bend it around. So I don't know if I like the balloon or not, but the best accessory that I like is this head. Alright, so now let's get back to Pennywise. And here's Pennywise again. And let me tell you something about this figure, about his release. Since last year of 2018, there were a bunch of people were buying him, reviewing him, and the first time when I saw it, he looked so cool. So what I did, that I didn't pre-order it in anywhere, like Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, or eBay, anywhere, because this figure was so amazing. So I decided to hunt it instead, and that's what I did. This figure is amazing, but I have to be careful how I move them, because when I saw this figure on Sherman's Prime's YouTube channel, that his Pennywise kind of broke in half, so I had to be careful with his articulation. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about his head first. Like the rest of the heads, he has this red line around his face, and there's the color of his lips down there, and also the color of his nose, and a little bit detail around the forehead, and there's his ears, all sculpted very good, and same for his hair. I do like the sculpting. The hair came out very good, and I like it. And this, you can move it a little bit around it. And I do like the detail they added around here. The plastic sculpt, very good. And there's some little bit of detail around here, around his torso. And these came out very good, all sculpted nice. And same from here, nice sculpt. And doesn't have any detail in the middle, but I do love the sculpting. And there's some little bit of detail here in each wrist. And they have some little bit light color white. Same thing they use on, the same color they use on here. You can see it. And each hand around. And more sculpting around here in his skirt. I'm gonna call this a skirt. Look at all that nice sculpting. And there's more detail around his back. And more sculpting around here, and they added some red lines around his waist. You see 2 of them around, and some little bit sculpting around his pants, and more detail they added, red rope, and more white color like the hands, well, inside his wrist, and also this. And well, his shoes, they look kind of funny, so I don't know if this came out good, but you can see they used that exact same color white like this one, and also here, and some black color around it, and each foot has some little bit detail sculpt here. You can see it. I do like how it came out. And there's more lines here. I think those are his shoelaces. His paint apps is really awesome. And I like it. Oh yeah, I did not saw this. They also had some red color line around on the shoulders in each one. I didn't saw that. I almost forgot about it. And this figure came out very good. Like I mentioned, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so now let's talk about his articulation. Okay, so Pennywise can look down. He doesn't look up, just straight. You can move his head side to side, rotation. And I'm not gonna swipe the heads because if I do that, what happens if I break the pig inside the head? And I don't want to risk that, so I'm not gonna swipe the heads. He can open his arms this much, rotation on his arm, bicep swivel in each arm, some double jointed in the elbows, wrist swivel and bending in each hand. Now for the waist, I have to be careful because that's where Sherman's Prime broke his Pennywise. So I have to be careful how I move the waist. Okay, so it has some waist articulation. And he only can open his legs this much. Doesn't kicks a lot from the front or from the back. But he has some double jointing on the knees. I have to be careful because I don't want to break them because I spent $33 for this figure. It has some swivel on the legs and some ankle articulation on both feet. Oh yeah, and there's some more black color on the bottom of his shoes. And there. His articulation came out very good, but you have to be careful how you move this guy. Alright, so if you buy this figure, just be careful with his articulation, including his accessories. Alright, so now let's do some comparing size. Alright, so Pennywise stands around just exactly 7 inches tall height. Here he is with my Marvel Legends Thor, and you can see Pennywise taller than Thor here. And here he is with my Storm Collectibles Goro, and you can see Goro's taller than Pennywise. And a lot of people, they say they want Pennywise in the new Mortal Kombat game that just came out. If they do, who do you think will win? Pennywise or Goro? As for me, Pennywise. And there he is with my Fairy Marcelet Thanos. And there you have it, guys. Oh yeah, and I got one more question. What this guy has to do with this giant turtle? Because I saw this one video that this turtle has to do something with Pennywise, and that I don't really understand, and seeing that kind of confused me a lot. So if some of you guys know about this, leave it in the comments, because in the comments helps me out a lot. And you can see that I put the paper boat on his hand, so this hand is kind of like a holding hand. And look, and the paper boat doesn't fall down. Alright, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead. And remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my toy news, more of my toy reviews, more of my toy hunts, and more of my unboxes videos when I get packages from Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon. And please follow me on my Facebook page, CN.Figures. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, be safe, keep on hunting and keep on collecting. I'll see you on the next video. This is CN.TSUKAIMA and Pennywise, and we're out in line.